Resident Evil 8 Village. Now, I know that I've already completed this game in terms of videos and live streams, but I felt like since we're going to have a DLC coming out very, very soon, which I do plan on live streaming when it does come out, I figured now would be a good time to actually go back through and revisit this game. Most notably, probably play the mercenaries and the other side things that come included with the game, and just get back in the feel for playing a Resident Evil game and everything. So, with that being said, go ahead and get started here. And I would like to point out that I have actually 100%ed this game. It is completely done, and all that fun jazz. I have the Platinum Trophy, which took a while to get, and everything else. Welcome to the stream. So one of the first things I think I want to do is actually kind of buzz through this, because I need to get my memory back in the mindset for Resident Evil when the new DLC comes out, which is very, very soon. So, the Baker Incident Report. This report depicts my investigation into the events after the incident at the Baker residence. The Baker Incident, July 2017. A number of people lost their lives at the residence in the middle of the American countryside. It was truly horrifying tragedy. I still don't know the exact number of victims. Two survivors, husband and wife, Ethan and Mia Winters, were able to shed some light on the events, which would have shook the world, but there is a cover-up and the Winters vanished. There is someone or something powerful acting behind the scenes. I just know it. I decided to investigate, to follow the breadcrumbs of what happened after. How can I be so sure? Because I'm someone who was there. First of all, how was this incident reported upon its discovery by the world? Let's take a look at some newspaper clippings from that time to see how the news was manipulated. Number 1. Discovery of the incident. Local newspaper, the Dolby Daily, July 22nd, 2017. Family of 4 found dead in Dolby. Dolby County Sheriff Office has reported that the Baker family were found dead in their home in North Dolby on the 21st of July. The surrounding details are currently unknown, apart from the deaths of Jack Baker, his wife Marguerite, their son Lucas, and daughter Zoe. Deputy Sheriff Dave Anderson was also been missing since the 19th, according to Deputy Sheriff Riley Whiteford, who visited the Baker's residence around the time of this disappearance. Social media post, July 27th, 2017. That thing with the dead family, wasn't that where that giant black monster was? You think they were eaten by that thing? No way. It's not some cheesy horror movie. Old man Jack did say some crazy stuff. I remember him getting into a lot of fights. He probably killed the whole family, then offed himself. Transcripts of a complaint to the county sheriff's office. I don't believe it. It's been 2 days already, but you haven't reported anything else. Was it murder? An accident? Suicide? And what's with the National Guard sealing the place off? What are you all hiding? Very little was reported shortly after the Baker incident was discovered, leading to rapid spread of rumors and speculation. The Bakers were completely isolated from the rest of the community, and sealing off the entire area around their home set things in motion. I recall there sure was a lot of public pressure on the press for information. I admit that at the time I was being held in quarantine by a certain organization and couldn't see any of the news for myself. They finally allowed me to watch TV for a few days after I was flabbergasted by the stark difference between the reports and reality. Number 2. The cover-up. Hey dude, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Currently I'm going through right now and just reading through the Baker Incident Report, because that's one of the things I did not do back when I was playing this game. Since there's a DLC coming out, I figured I would go over this and then also play a little bit of the Mercenaries for tonight's live stream to be prepared for the upcoming DLC that is coming up very, very soon. So, number 2, the cover-up. Local newspaper, the Dolby Daily, July 30th, 2017. Sheriff's office say Baker family killed by natural gas. That's kind of odd to say they were killed by, but I guess it happens. In a follow up on the deaths of the Baker family on July 21st, the Dolby County Sheriff's Office stated it is highly likely that their deaths were caused by a hydrogen sulfide leak. Ha! Interesting chemical creation. The local area is surrounded by wetlands, which combined with a concentration of pollution could have led to the buildup of toxic gas that claimed the lives of the Baker family. The leak has been blocked, however, the authorities have sealed off the area in order to prevent any further accidents. Interesting. The victims included were deceased Jack Baker, Margaret Reed Baker, Lucas Baker, Zoe Baker, Dave Anderson, Clancy Jarvis, Andre Stickland, Peter Walken, injured Ethan Winters, Mia Winters. Very interesting. Most interesting. Social media post, July 30th, 2017. Toxic hydrogen sulfide gas. They're kidding, right? I heard there were soldiers, tanks, helicopters, the whole shebang when it happened. The government's up to something for sure. And here come the conspiracy theorists. A bunch of nut jobs like you came out of the woodwork during the Raccoon City incident too. Ooh, most interesting. Very interesting. I like it how they're going through and tying all this stuff up. That's interesting. But there was a black monster in that satellite photo of the shipwreck. You have to admit something's fishy. Well, yeah, you see, the issue is with conspiracy theorists, if there's a little bit of proof, like, for instance, in this case, a satellite photo of the shipwreck, and then that black monster, in this case, if I'm not mistaken, it was Evelyn, the E-Series mold, if I'm not mistaken, from Resident Evil 7, if those got leaked, that's very hard to try and spin that in very different ways. And everything else. So this game is actually Resident Evil 8 Village. It's the 8th main title um, game in the series from Capcom Resident Evil. So the game itself is about, and I'm trying to remember from when I played it because I haven't played it for a long time. It's about a man named Ethan Winters. He's trying to get his daughter back, his infant daughter, who got kidnapped by some mutants, something like that, and trying to get them back. And you got to go through kind of battle these zombie werewolf things. I was always kind of confused about when I played that and everything, trying to fight through it and everything, and trying to get her back and everything. But in the end, he got her back, but he ended up dying until the DLC comes out. So that's the gist of it. But Resident Evil in general is basically like the game series that made zombie games the main games and stuff for the most part, and all that jazz. Hello, if you're just now joining, welcome to the stream. Magazine Inspector. An interview. An interview with Shelley Baldwin, professor of geological sciences at Madden University. Interviewer. So you don't agree with a report from the sheriff's office that there is a natural gas leak? Baldwin. We can't rule it out completely, but it's very unusual, all things considered. Hydrogen sulfide buildups in the area where there is a lot of volcanic activity. The town of Dolby, however, has no volcanic activity anywhere in the area. Ooh, so they got caught in a lie, it sounds like. My own geological survey in 1998. Ironically, if I'm not mistaken, that was canonically the same year that the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3 happened. The Raccoon City incident that was referred to here earlier on in this piece. 1998 revealed absolutely no hydrogen sulfide in the area. A tragic natural gas leak. That was the official stance on the Baker incident. But this is a complete fabrication. Nothing about the murders in the house, nothing about the terrifying monsters that stalked the halls and lived within its walls. It's evident that someone was keeping the truth hidden. I mean, governments do tend to do that. The thing that surprised me the most was the fact that my name was on the list of victims. Wait a minute. Who the... Oh, wait a minute. I think I know who they're referring to. I'm going to keep that to myself for just a minute if I'm not mistaken. The organization still had me in quarantine. I was terrified the whole thing would come to an end with me actually being among the deceased. Thankfully, it was a needless fear. The organization gave me a new identity and let me go. I guess they figured I was harmless and didn't know anything else. I was allowed to live as a new person, apparently for my own safety. I tried to contact the other two survivors, Ethan and Mia. They saved my life, after all. Wanted to at least thank them. But they completely disappeared. Interesting. I know the organization knows where they are, so I decided to investigate the BSAA. Ooh, okay. So now we're starting to get into the real meat and potatoes of this whole situation that's going on here. Most interesting, most interesting. If you're leaving comments, I think YouTube is going through and for some reason blocking them because I cannot see them for some reason. I hate it whenever that bug happens. BSAA, Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, which has been around since, if I'm not mistaken, the end of Resident Evil 5 in like 2009, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been around for quite a while. A counter-bioterrorism organization sanctioned by the United Nations. It was formed to combat the rise of bioterrorism after the collapse of Umbrella Pharmaceuticals, which also goes back to the original trilogy of Resident Evil games 1, 2, and 3. They have combated terrorism across the world, including China and Europe. That's a callback to Resident Evil 5, 4, and 6, and are high regarded as bioterrorist police. The BSAA finally intervened in the Baker incident, were the ones that saved Ethan, Mia, and I. Okay. Thanks to my detainment in their facility, I have a pretty good idea of who their members are. Ooh. I was very, very persuasive when it came to asking them about organization and top secret documents. Interesting. The topic I was most interested in was, of course, the Baker incident. I wanted to know the truth when the BSAA was hiding. The hidden truth. Oh, wow. Oh, geez. Magazine Inspector. Secret meeting between the sheriff and international organization. One of our reporters has unearthed evidence that a secret meeting happened between Dolby's sheriff, Coleridge, and an international organization known as Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, the BSAA. Many have voiced their concerns around the legitimacy of the sheriff's office statement that the incident at the Baker estate was caused by a toxic gas leak. The inspector suspects. That's kind of a tongue twister there. That there might be more to the story, and the sheriff's office and BSAA are covering something up. We reached out to the sheriff's office, but they've refused to give a statement. Edgar McClickton? I don't even know how to say that. Ooh. BSAA Investigations Department final report on the Baker incident. The following details the investigation into the biological disaster in Dolby, Louisiana, also known as the Baker incident. This document is for employees with Class B clearance and above. Okay, so that's actually really cool, seeing that symbol again. It's been a long time since I've played Resident Evil 6, which is considered, like, not the greatest Resident Evil game, but it's still pretty good in my opinion. Huh. But it's just kind of sad, though, the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, now in this game, they've become the bad guys, which is very, very sad. Okay. We have concluded that the Baker incident was caused by accidental contamination from a prototype bioweapon known as Evelyn. The residents of the Baker household were contaminated by a mold-like pathogen, Mutamycete. Evelyn was capable of rapidly producing this mold, and it enabled her to control those infected both mentally and physically. The Baker family were not the only victims. Evelyn manipulated the Bakers into kidnapping dozens of people. These victims were infected and mutated into monstrous creatures called Molded. Evelyn was originally created in a Mulchin research facility by the International Crime Syndicate, The Connections. Okay. BSAA dispatched a team to destroy Evelyn. The mission, however, was not successful, and Evelyn escaped. Evelyn was then transferred to America by the Connections via ship, along with her caretaker, Mia Winters. Getting some pretty neat callbacks here. However, Evelyn managed to escape during transport. She murdered most of the ship's crew and destroyed the ship. We believe she then abandoned the vessel that had washed up in the bayou near the Baker residence. The aforementioned aforementioned operation to eliminate Evelyn was BSAA's failing. We cannot deny that as it resulted in Evelyn infecting innocent civilians. BSAA will have to take responsibility should these events ever come to light. Cover up, of course. As such, we advise that a cover story is fed to the media and BSAA's involvement is kept quiet. End of report. Ooh, most interesting. E-Series Mutamide C Analysis Report. Biological analysis report that the E-Series Mutamide C, henceforth referred to as Mutamide C, would it just make more sense to call it the E-Series? Whatever. Recovered from the Baker residence. Mutamide C has similar characteristics to the colder spectrum black mold. I think I butchered that. And has increasingly high reproductive properties. It acts like a parasite, infecting the cells, rewriting the DNA of its host. Furthermore, when it combines with other bacteria, it creates its own muscle, tissue, brain, and nervous system. Most interesting. It kind of sounds like cordyceps from The Last of Us. As such, an organism infected with immunomycete C transforms into a type of undead monster. End of report. So like a zombie. Bioweapon report file. A human biological weapon constructed through the implantation of Mutamide C into a human embryo has the ability to infect with a fungal network and control hosts through brain wave signals. Evelyn was driven by a natural instinct to create a family, and the infected victims she controlled were her surrogate family. However, due to an innate defect in her chromosomes, Evelyn's cells reproduced at an accelerated rate, causing her to age rapidly, then die. End of report. The Connections report. The Connections is a crime syndicate with no base of operations. Their organizational structure is unknown. However, we were aware of their actions on a global level. In recent years, they have been particularly active in Eastern Europe. Most of their activities appear to revolve around the creation and selling of bioweapons. Evelyn was one of their products. I mean, I can see that. Reliable sources have confirmed that the criminal organization was founded by Brandon Bailey. Bailey is a shrewd man who was once the right-hand man of Oswald E. Spencer. Ooh, that is most interesting. CEO and president of the Umbrella Corporation. His current status and location are unknown. But I do, in fact, remember this. I do remember this from this game, and I'm pretty sure it's Resident Evil 5. He is officially dead. Dead as a doornail. Dead, dead, dead. He got killed by Albert Wesker, and like it supposedly all ended with him in Resident Evil 5, which it didn't, but he is dead. But it's interesting because that this game is technically a prequel for the whole series, because this is apparently the play areas where Oswald E. Spencer came to study and get involved in all this crazy virus stuff. Bailey and Spencer became estrewed due to differing visions, and Bailey used the connections he made working as the director of the Umbrella African Research Center to branch off and found the crime syndicate. Oh, I love it whenever everything just connects. Just so cool. The organization's main goal appears to simply be commercial gain. Further investigations are in progress. End of report. According to BSAA's top secret documents, the Baker incident, as I know, was just another statistical blip to be recorded. You don't say. That fateful night when the tanker washed up in the bayou, Jack took that little girl from the shipwreck into our home. She turned everyone crazy, made us into monsters. BSAA knew this when they manipulated the media and covered the whole thing up. An easy thing to do for an organization with direct backing from the United Nations. They can't let anyone know it was them who let Evelyn, the cause of all this, escape. I continued to investigate and finally caught wind of Ethan and Mia's location. Number 4. Where the winners are. BSAA Investigations Department. Transcripts of interview with Ethan Winters. Audio begins. Shall we begin then? Please state your name and occupation. Ethan. Ethan Winters. I'm a systems engineer. How many times do we have to go through this? When are you going to let us go? Huh, that's actually kind of cool that he's a systems engineer. I'm wanting to be a space systems engineer. I just think that's kind of cool that he's a systems engineer. Okay. Our interview until now have been necessary to conclude if you had any ulterior motives. What? I do remember that, like, he just showed up at this place because he was trying to find his wife. Huh. Now, we understand that you were just an innocent victim in this whole situation. So you're going to let us go? Yes, but we have one condition. What's that? We would like you and your wife to remain under our supervision. In exchange, we will provide you with a new home, a new country. What are you saying? You want us to take on new identities? Wait, a new country? You want us to move to another country? Interesting. To a lovely country in Eastern Europe, to be precise. Europe? You've got to be kidding me. Why the hell would we? You are both witnesses to what happened. There is a certain criminal organization who is looking for you. We are doing this for your protection. Think of it more like witness protection. But why all the way to Europe without any say? You can forget. You can forget everything you experienced here. Start a new life. It's better for both of you that way. There's no way we can forget everything that happened. I want to talk to Mia about this. Let me talk to Mia. Audio ends. BSAA Investigations Department transcripts of interview with Mia Winters. Audio begins. According to our examinations, you are mostly free of the mold now, Mia. Did you tell him about my past? No. As a sign of appreciation for your cooperation, BSAA has not divulged your involvement with the connections. I just want to return to a normal life with Ethan, to forget everything. Audio ends. Ethan and me are in Europe. I was ecstatic that I finally had a clue into the whereabouts. However, that was where my investigations hit a brick wall. BSAA security is tight, even with some acquaintances helping me out. No one knew the winner's exact location, which makes sense when you consider an international crime syndicate is after them. Yeah, 2 years passed and no progress. I ended up working as a rookie reporter for a small newspaper in New Orleans. The Baker incident has all but vanished from people's minds. Then one day a letter arrived at my tiny apartment. It was from none other than Mia Winters herself. Huh, Mia's letter. Hey, how are you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? BSAA won't let us send any emails or letters, but I gave this directly to an employee to give to you, so it should be safe. Our location is still hidden. I've always wanted to tell you how thankful I am. Ethan and I would have died in that house if it hadn't been for you. It must have been hard to fight all alone for so long. Thank you. I can't tell you where we are, but we're safe and happy. I feel like we're finally settled down into our new life. I skipped some words there. The house BSAA gave us is huge. I don't know what to do with all of it. Oh, that reminds me. There's a reason I wanted to write to you. Ethan and I had a baby, and I included a picture of her with this letter. I warn you, she's so cute. Aw, ain't that cute. Awfully big, though. We named her Rosemary. Isn't it such a wonderful name? I hope you can come and see her someday. Ethan wants to see you too. I've learned all kinds of local dishes. I'm sure you'll like them. No need to reply. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Take care of yourself, okay? Sincerely, Mia Winters. A letter from Mia and Ethan out of nowhere. And they have a daughter? I had almost given up finding them. I couldn't hold back the tears. Well, I'm glad the three of them are happy in their new life. Just as I went to close the mailbox, I spotted another envelope. It was imposed with the BSAA logo, the sender unknown. It contains the following. Whoa. BSAA HQ, warning letter to Chris Redfield. Chris, we are growing concerned with your recent activity. According to recent reports, you've taken personal control of the elite unit, the Hound Wolf Squad, without permission. And you've accessed a number of top secret documents also without permission. What the hell are you doing? What are you and your squad doing in Eastern Europe? Who the F is this Miranda that keeps popping up in your... Oh, interesting. Correspondence. What's with the investigation into the Winters family? You've been very critical of BSAA since the Becker incident. You might be one of the founding original 11, but I cannot let you continue to run around unchecked. So I repeat myself, what the hell are you doing? BSAA HQ investigations. See, that's one of the interesting things. Like, I can't remember all the people that founded the BSAA, but Chris, like, was the main dude that I recall that basically said, we gotta do something. We gotta do it now. And like he's always been active in like the military aspect, being boots on the ground, captain involved and everything. But I don't know, it's just weird. I thought that he would have like, more say since he was the founder, but oh well. There's one thing scribbled on the back of this. It's not over. This is everything I have on the Baker incident. It's purely for my own reference. I don't intend to send out to the general public. I will continue my investigation. Many have tried to get in my way, slow me down, but I'm doing this for my family. I won't give up. I know that someday I'll be able to give Ethan and Mia my own thanks. At least I pray I can. My name is Zoe Baker, a survivor of this tragedy. The Baker Incident Report. And see, I'm glad that Capcom is doing stuff like that. The only thing is that that took a solid 25 minutes just to sit there and read through that, which, I mean, that's okay. It's just I didn't expect it to take that damn long just to read that. But anyway, without further ado, I think we'll go ahead and we'll get into the main point of this. And that's something for another day. Play a little bit of the mercenaries now. Actually play something instead of read. Yeah, and you see, I've actually gone through. All of these are at least SS rank, so I am pretty good, but not all the way good. I just got lucky and got triple S on some of them, just not all of them.
Stand by.
Yes, sir. So we'll go through and get this going. I'm honestly thinking that I might replay this, but I might do that closer to the release date for the DLC. And that's a maybe, just a big maybe. And that might even be done over on Twitch. Alright. Oh, wow. Jesus. One other thing, and then gotta change if it ever loads. There we go. Before I forget, where is it? Where is it? I don't know. Oh, that's right, you can't change that. Oh, well. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to do that. Mercenaries, rules. You guys can read through this if you wish. I'll make it to where you can sit there and read through that. Okay.
Oh, good. I was just thinking of ways to pass the time.
Okay, I remember now. Okay, I want to sell all of this. And go ahead and sell this too. Then one of these. I ain't gonna sell none of that.
There he is. I'm skilled at all sorts of
go ahead and get this
and we'll do them for a small fee.
And just to make it a little bit better, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this as much as I can.
Ah, it's fine. All finished.
Increase that. Please give some of these the bare bone
Leave
stuff.
this to me.
Okay. That should be everything.
Please come again.
Alright, gotta at least get 750. So here we go.
Start.
Ah, yeah, well, now I've done it. Trying to post a comment. And everything's going haywire. Yeah, there we go. Don't know why that was so absurdly difficult to do. But it happens, okay. Oh, wow. That's one of the reasons why I always go through and upgrade. Upgrade this, that.
Choose an ability.
Let's see here. I'll take this. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Got a chain. Try and keep it. I want to keep the chain. Sheesh. We had to spam it. Alright. Oh, that's stupid controller. Alright.
An ability.
Yeah, get this. I want to keep... Speed is key. That's what I say. Try and make sure that I got everything here too. Which I yeah, see, I missed that. Should be. Uh oh. Oh, I missed one. Oh, come on. Nah, close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Always do forget at least one, but we got a few more areas, so it's all hunky-dory. Alright.
Welcome, Ethan.
Okay, the Duke's purse. Do not need any rifle ammo. I'm gonna hold on to these just because I actually might need them.
Securing
Now,
goods is more
time to
important than
get...
anything. Anything, my friend.
Actually, yeah. Because I'm going to start getting into the more slightly difficult stuff. And I could sell a few of these. Because I definitely want to get... And I always want to try and get the best.
Ah, so you noticed
At least
that.
when it comes to the shotgun. Like, I don't need this pistol, necessarily, but the 1911 works just fine.
A good deal.
Now, the only downside with this is there's going to be a lot of, like, slowness. Yeah. Yeah, see, the time to shoot is very slow. Honestly, probably would have done without it for this round. Honestly, loving the music.
Choose an ability.
I'll take this. Can I pick it up? Ah, shit. Shit. Most important things to do. If I can. Yeah. Get that. Only thing I wish you could jump. Yeah, I can't get that, unfortunately.
Clear.
Alright. Make sure if you're watching to please leave a like, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing too. And no, the stream is not over yet. Alright. So, just real fast before we get to this next round. Actually, I'll just go ahead and finish it. Why not?
Welcome, Ethan.
Let's sell all this sniper rifle ammo.
There he is.
Now let's upgrade the rate of fire, because that's a must. And also upload. Well, I don't need to do that because I got that one thing, so just do that. Reload speed.
Till next we meet.
Yeah, 20 rounds. That's plenty. Don't need no more than that. Loading. I'm gonna try and use the shotgun here a little bit more because it does do a lot more damage, and I ain't gotta spam the stupid R2 as much.
Go tell Aunt Rhody.
I really do like the music from Resident Evil 7.
Start. Choose an ability.
Yeah, that one. Damn it. Yeah, I remember these big guys. This is the last one of this map, too. Trying to keep the streak alive. Who's there? Hey. Yeah, see the rate of fire on this is just, it's too good to not use. Ooh, out of my way. Alright,
Choose an ability.
actually, I'll take that. Come on. Keep the streak alive. That's that easy.
Choose an ability.
Do this. Well, that's not bad. That. Alright, let's see how I did. Probably did pretty good. Alright, now what's the final? Hey, got it without even trying. Alright. So, I'm going to take a quick break for just 1 minute. Right. I'm gonna pop out of here, get on this screen. I'm going to take one break, but I will be right back. So bear with me one moment. I will be right back. I am back. So now it's time to get back into this little thing. No, this. I actually think that this one was my least favorite
Stand by.
map, if I'm not mistaken. Just because the way that it's laid out, it was really, really annoying. Yeah, but it's been a long time. But if you are watching, please make sure you leave a like. Alright.
You wish to make a purchase?
So I think the thing that I'm going to do this time is I'm not going to buy the shotgun
As always,
until
a trustworthy,
like the last,
fair exchange.
like the last little. Oop,
Choose wisely. Your life may depend on it.
1911. Upgrade the rate of fire.
What? Ah, it's
Then
fine.
go
All
through and
finished.
make sure its damage is up as much as possible. For right now.
Till next we meet.
Alright, what's the score looking like? Oh, wow. Well, here we go.
Start.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Real nice. Yeah, I remember you. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a pipe bomb thing around here somewhere. Yep. Always try and go through the big guy first. Just because it, like he's a big dude. Big boy, he's got heavy armor on. Oh shit. Ah, damn it. Get up, get up, get up, get up. That's nice.
Choose an ability.
Alright. Actually, I'm gonna pick this one this time. I remember correctly, I won't have much time to dilly-dally. Good so far.
Choose an ability.
Yeah, long distance. Ah, come on. That's what I get for getting too close. Honestly, thought I heard someone else. Yeah, so that wasn't so bad, that one. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all.
Welcome, Ethan.
Okay, so sell one of those, sell these, all of them, and sell
Your coin.
one of that. Now it's time to upgrade this.
This simple modification can be done in just a moment.
Reload speed and clip capacity. So the idea is to try and get the 1911 upgraded as much as possible.
Till next we meet.
Because it's just the most practical pistol to use in this mode.
Start.
Yeah, now we're getting the good music again. Oh, I said the music was good and then it shut off. That was not nice. Well, I guess I have to ride this out in silence. I can't go upstairs.
Choose an ability.
There it is. Jesus. Way to come back in at the perfect time. There was a thing here. Uh-oh. That's right.
Choose an ability.
Yeah, good. I think that's all of them in here. Let's go back up. His head exploded. Anything back here? No. I don't need to reload this much, but I like to keep it maxed out just in case. Alright. One at a time, take a number. Honestly, I'm loving this mode. I always did love it to begin with. Uh-oh. Yeah, nice try. Nothing here. Oh shit, but I'm missing two.
Choose an
missed it. Damn it. They're right here, too. Alright, well. Close enough, right?
Clear.
That's not so bad. About halfway to the goal. Roughly. Give or take. Alright. Mr. Duke.
You wish to make a purchase?
Yes, I do.
There he is.
Now, I could... actually... I think I'm going to go ahead and get...
Your coin.
Go ahead and get this one.
Choose wisely.
Just because
your life may
I've
depend
been-
on it.
And I don't remember the whole
Thank
layout
you
of
for
the
your
map,
patronage.
So... That's the only reason I'm going ahead to get in the shotgun, because I don't remember if it's this map that's... Like, this area, if it's...
Start.
No, it's not it yet. Okay, this is the one where...
Choose an ability.
I need to have this one. Can't go. Yeah, I can.
Trying to work out my appetite, are you?
Yeah, you're dead.
Get away! You're mine! Brave mother!
I think actually you won. You are dead. Not a big surprise. Can I go upstairs? No, I can't go upstairs. Ah, come on, get out of there. I'm gonna lose the chain.
I can't believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
That's why the rate of fire is so important in this game. There's a thing.
Choose an ability.
Still got the chain. That's all. The chain. Alright. 10 more left.
Choose an ability.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's why I got that shot. Just for that reason right there. Didn't know if it was gonna work or not. Okay. I think that's all of them there. So now I need to actually go over here.
So you finally came to see me.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright. Only got but one more area left. Okay. Alright, now it's time to upgrade the shotgun. Sniper rifle. Plenty of that to go around.
Your coin.
Okay, gunsmith. Rate of fire on these.
Leave this to
it's
me.
always key. Damage. That. And clip capacity.
What? Ah, it's fine. All finished.
Alright.
Please come again.
Be able to do a lot better. One of the things I actually like about this game anyway, is the fact that they use, like, over dramatic guns, in my opinion. Oh, well, already started. Okay. Even though some of them are kind of common in the 1990s. Alright. I do remember this part distinctly. There's a doll up here. Was. Actually, no, I'm in the wrong spot. I came up here too soon. Yeah, there it is. Can't destroy it. At least not on the first try. It'd be handy if I could aim. We'll let him come up here. Just to have a safety net. That's kind of why I did that. Alright, no one's here. Good so far. So far, so good. But you see, the goal of this map is to get all the enemies. And nothing here. I'm pretty sure that's all of them that's in here. Got that just barely. I'm gonna switch the shotgun for a little bit. Look at that.
Choose an ability. Yeah, that's one of them things that you gotta keep an eye out for. Just a stupid bird. Alright. Ah, shit. Yeah, trying to get you is always a pain. Trying to platinum this. go. Which I did. But still. Alright. Okay. Are there no more? There should be more. Huh. I don't know how I missed them. Run back through here, see if we can try and find it. Ah, I missed them. Oh, I bet I missed one of them stupid birds. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, it's one of them dumb birds. Oh well. Sure, it does take a little bit. There. I think I got at least S rank. At least. Ah, no, I got double S.
New record!
Actually, and I also got a new record, so that's also cool. Alright. So, I'm going to do these last two here and then end the stream. This one is interesting because there's only 2 areas. So, it'll be a bit of a trick, if that makes any sense at all. Alright. So the only issue is, since there's only 2 chances to actually get stuff, now and in a little bit, it means
I'm buying this because of our relationship, you know.
Actually think a little bit. So as always, going through and upgrading this, not
Leave
necessarily
this to
going to
me.
give more to like reload speed necessarily, even though it'll take it a minute. It needs to be,
What?
you know, like
Ah,
this
it's
majority
fine.
put
All
towards the
finished.
power, if that makes sense.
A good
Yeah.
deal, if I say so.
Like when I was going through and getting double S on all of these, like I wasn't even trying to go for triple S, even though I definitely can. It's very difficult to do because you have to be right on the line. I don't even remember the whole layout of this map either. I don't remember any of these, but as you can see, there's a lot of enemies to get killed. And it's very important to go through. Make sure that I get every little piece of coin I possibly can. Trying to conserve as much coin as possible here. And I'm not doing too well on conserving the bullets. shoot her and keep getting her up. Because I'm going to need a scapegoat in a minute. Yeah, I think I actually made a mistake. I'm about to lose my chain, I think. Actually, I didn't. That's okay. Now. Yeah, I think it's... I'm trying to remember the way to go. As spawn.
Choose an ability.
Yeah, I want that one. Ah, shit. Hello.
Choose an ability.
Alright. Yeah, I lost the chain, but the reason why I did that is because to get the bonus for all the enemies. Yeah. See, I was confused because the next one actually gets you. That's my fault. Actually, you know what? I'm going to restart this one. Only one I'm going to restart just because I know I can do better, and I was confused on what I was supposed to do, so that will be perfectly fine. Alright. Oh, there's a crescent moon out.